They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. 9 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Ridley. Mike 7. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65. Attack! Joker. 22 jet bomber. Alert 3. Alert. Hey, Ripley.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the leg.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
43. Check Mike 57. Mike Alpha. I got him. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. All right, T, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. We're scoreless after 1.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Yellow. Check 4.
On first down, Swift. Oh, nice move. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Field right. Let's put him on the buses. Attack. Mike 7. Go. Hey, they're scared. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. You remember me?
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I'm trying to collect.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Four down. Watch number 86. Watch 86.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Mike 52.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Hey, team 6. Leo.
Check the backer. Slam. Chance.
Bravo.
Check 37.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10. Single, single. I got single slot, single slot.
Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
1st down, Bengals.
Ready up.
56, Mike, 56.
Left 13, spill.
Kill.
Go out.
On 1st and 10, Herbert going for it all. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Yellow. 15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
On the double.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
70, Indy. Hey, back up.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Rabbit. Orbit. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, 57, 57. SOS.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
91.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Off the play fake. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Squeeze. Hey, wahoo. Deuce. Look at me. Door. Yes.
Back to throw. Herbert. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 43, 15.
Kill, turn up.
6, hey, 15. Play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yellow. Let's go, Woo, lady.
Tight end left. We got 4.
Hey, Sunday.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Watch the shot. Hey, 43.
Show it up.
Easy.
Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
15.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike, 51. Hey, it's time to... Hey, let's go. It's time to crash.
Push him back. Hey, get him.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
218, check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Don't get nervous. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm on. Hey, motion backfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is. And let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hey, box truck.
We go 25 to Mike. Switch. Check 13. No.
Fair.
He's checking crack. On your team. Go.
To throw on third down. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. 15.
Crunch time, defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He gets it to Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Big stop. Let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Double dog. That's the way. Wow. Ooh. Boy, 51. You go, night.
And color.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, get.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, let's go. Come.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
51 to Mike. Foxtrot to Mike. Coming. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. You must be dreaming. Hey, 43. Check 15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Now in desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark picks up his